This reset will be a huge shock when Americans catch on. That's why the average person won't hear a word about the story until it's obvious to just about everyone. And by then, it's going to be too late.
Yep.
In the months ahead, central banks around the world are planning to go digital. Many of the legacy banks you've heard of, where you probably even keep your money, like Bank of America, Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo, they're about to be reset, overhauled by a new type of technology called fintech, which is short for financial technology.
Yeah, can I ask, what exactly does that mean for the banks and all of us, you and me?
Essentially, it means the function of our banks is about to change. They probably won't raise public suspicion about it by changing the signs on your bank's branches, but according to my sources, the Federal Reserve will soon own all the banks, and your local branch is simply going to be like a licensee of the Fed. In other words, the banking infrastructure is being rebuilt from the ground up, and very few Americans are aware this is even happening. We are right on the verge of a once-in-a-generation opportunity to profit by investing in the companies that are building out the architecture for this massive shift.
We on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Well, let me show you what the moon bag's like. You take them gains when it gets that high. I mean, the market may dip for a little bit. That's when I hurry up and buy. Me, I just wanna rub them thighs. I like my oatmeal chunky. Banana nuts all in it. Shit, you're talking about the blockchain monkeys. It's a solo nation.
What is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. And first of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there's one thing that I absolutely will do, and I'll give you my opinion. So today, we got to get in on ODL, on-demand liquidity, and breaking news from Xrpaynet. But before we can even get to it, before we can even get started, I'm going to need you to rub those hands together. Rub vigorously and slide down Twitter. And so, ladies and gentlemen, coming in hot from Xrpaynet, the crypto card for every occasion. Sign up below so you don't miss the launch. Yes, it is starting, okay? Now, come on over here, because we're not done. As you can see here, we're not playing no games. We are paving the way to be the best globally adopted crypto to fiat transaction platform on the planet. Let's go. You see it's available on Apple and Android already. You see it, the most diverse payment system. Let's go. Now, coming in hot from Vail. Oh, look now, it's on the news. China and other countries ditching the dollar? What is happening here?
Telling Arab leaders on Friday that he wants to buy oil and gas with the Chinese yuan instead of the US dollar, furthering his goal to internationalize the Chinese currency and replace the dollar as the reserve currency of the world.
President Xi met with the
Ring the alarm!
regional leaders of the entire Middle East and North Africa, some 20-something nations. This is a slight paradigm shift that's beginning to take place here, and it has strategic significance that a lot of the media is missing. It wasn't just a meeting with...
I want to thank each and every one of you for getting on this rocket, okay? For those who've got their moon boots fitted and are ready, let's go.
Mohammed bin Salman from Saudi Arabia, he hosted this regional summit, something similar that President Trump did in 2017 when he met with the regional leaders being hosted by Mohammed bin Salman. So we've come a long way.
You already know.
Since July of 2017, because this relationship between the United States and the Arab world is tarnished. I have one recommendation here for the administration. Work with the incoming Prime Minister of Israel, Prime Minister Netanyahu, who wants to strengthen and expand the Abraham Accords. That means relationship with Arabs and Israelis. Work with him and have him help you renew the relationship with the Arabs.
And so coming on over here to the Wall Street Silver, Kevin O'Leary said, never call an Irishman a liar unless you know it's true, because the Irish are crazy. Kevin, we all know you are lying right to our faces. You've done it time and time again. You're not even good at it, okay? You are not the victim here. You walked away with a $7 million profit from the FTX scam, and you are trying to save face.
Kevin, you are a principal in this drama. You are an actor in this drama, and you had a front row seat to Sam Bankman-Fried up until the very end. Given what you know about him personally, and given what you now know about the numbers and what has happened there, as you said, you're trying to get money back for creditors. What do you think happened? Do you believe this was a fraud?
I don't have the facts. John Ray doesn't have them yet. He's going to get them. I'm looking for my records. I'm willing to fund a forensic audit of our accounts. I'd like to know what happened, obviously. There's a lot of bad things that have been alleged here, no question about it. And some of them are going to be true, likely, because there's no money there. Somewhere the cash is gone.
Right.
And so this is the beginning of a journey. You're right. I did speak with him prior to him going to jail because I'm just after the facts of where the cash was. Now, let me address something before we go any further. Yesterday on the air, CZ called me a liar. That suggests that I perjured myself in front of the U.S. Senate for 2 hours this week. I can assure you that is not the case.
Stop lying, bruh.
Another little parable here you should understand. When I was young, my birth father was Irish, put me on his knee, and every Irishman will know this. And he said, son, never call an Irishman a liar.
Liar.
Certainty. That's true. I said, why is that, Dad? He said, because the Irish.
And so coming back over here to the Wall Street Silver, we got CZ on blast.
So we want to be transparent. We want to set the golden standard for reliability, solidness.
Look at
it.
Do it. Would you be able to handle it if somebody asked you for $2.1 billion back? Would that be okay? Would you be able to still withstand things?
Answer the question.
We're financially okay.
Including you have $2.1 billion to give away. If somebody came to claw that back, you'd still be fine.
We'll let the lawyers handle it. We are financially strong. Even after the FTT price dropped over the last year, we still have $500 million worth of it. $580 million worth of it on the day when we transferred from the address we received a year and a half ago. We never touched it. We actually kind of forgot about it.
But thus far, you haven't disclosed your liabilities. And I wonder why that is and whether you will.
Yeah, so we are working with the firms to do the audit of financials, liabilities, etc. But the audits don't reveal every problem. So
no, but an audit from a Big Four auditor would reveal that, CZ. If you could get a Big Four auditor to say
like Deloitte,
that if you're saying that some of them don't want to work with you, that raises questions too. They don't want to work with you because you don't have the files and the data that would make them feel comfortable signing off and giving that stamp of approval.
Actually, many of them don't even know how to audit crypto exchanges. They don't really when they audit, they're very used to auditing a firm.
Does Coinbase has a Big Four? Coinbase has a Big Four auditor.
Actually, I don't look at Coinbase. We don't really look at.
I think so, though.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, can we tell them about ODL, on-demand liquidity? Huh? Coming in hot from Ripple, on-demand liquidity for corporate enterprises, treasury management. Let's take a look. So no one understands the implications of globalization better than the corporate treasury management teams that manage internal capital flows across borders. Corporate treasury operations help ensure funds flow smoothly and on time throughout an organization, in sync with business needs and economic environments. Like a fleet manager at an airline responsible for aircraft optimization and uptime, it guarantees money is in the right place at the right time to fund obligations and maximize opportunities. Now, when you talk about speed and savings and liquidity, it's with ODL, on-demand liquidity. Right here, you got Ripple's ODL payment solution eliminates these challenges, enabling a just-in-time treasury operations with real-time global settlement. ODL closes transactions in fractions of a second, while dramatically reducing both costs and the need to no need to pre-fund foreign destination accounts. Increased transparency is also a key benefit for corporations and their customers, both for pricing and payment tracking. This enables better upfront visibility and tracing of all costs involved. You're talking about ODL, ladies and gentlemen. I told you a few years ago, ODL is that on-demand liquidity. Hey, Wall Street, we got what you need. Okay, now, ODL also offers superior liquidity for cross-border payments, including complex corridors by virtue of its strong global payments network and ability to use XRP, a neutral bridge. You've heard it before, you're going to hear it again, okay? For various fiat currency pairs. Ultimately, corporate treasury teams can leverage crypto solutions for business like ODL to improve cash flow planning, enhance commercial terms, and help suppliers factor their receivables. You ain't never seen nothing like this in your life.
cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. Blockchain.